tuned in to the Raven and Wolves radio show.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. You're tuned into another week at the Raven and Wolves radio show. All right, we back at it again. This week we got a good show lineup for you all. You know, this week we got a guest on the show. You know, some of you all might know her from Cocoa Fresh. All right, Sister Yoela. Okay, from the house of Captain Isaac. You know, the sister is specialized in beard creams, in hair care, skin care, all whatever you could think about. You know, she into a lot of stuff, that oils and stuff that good for you, that could heal you and so forth. You know, so she gonna go in. We gonna ask her some questions about the different products she have and the benefits that it gives to the body and so forth, that some of you brothers and sisters need, you know. So let's give a hand for Sister Yoela to come in here today, you know. All right, you know. So we gonna get into it right now. So Sister Yoela, what can you Cocoa Fresh? I ain't lying, that's a cool name, man. You know, Cocoa Fresh. You know, what tribe you from, sis?
Benjamin.
Yo, more fire! What's the gunshots, yo? What's the gunshots? So she from the tribe of Benjamin. That's why that name song so cool, Cocoa Fresh. You understand? But you know, me and Item, we came up with a little heresy thing. We said, yo, wherever tribe your husband from, that's the tribe you from. So we say, okay, so you really from the tribe of Levi.
I'm a true Benjaminite.
Okay. All praise. You know, so, but hey, listen, so, you know, Cocoa Fresh, you know, I ain't lying, that's a cool name, right? How you came up with that name, Cocoa Fresh, for your company?
Well, first, I just want to say thank you for inviting me on your show. I feel honored.
Okay.
And how I came up with the name, I'm into fresh products.
Okay.
All of my products are made fresh.
Right.
All of my products are made fresh, and all of my products are made per order. So it's never sitting on the shelf. So once the order comes in, I make it and I ship it out. So it might take a little bit longer to get to you, but you know that it's quality freshness.
Okay.
And the cocoa, you know, the brown skin, everything is like coconut based.
Okay.
You know, I have cocoa powder in my stuff, so I just put the two together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured the cocoa was like that, you know, like cocoa butter, stuff like that, you know. So that's why. Okay, so that's cool. That's a cool name, Cocoa Fresh.
Thank you.
Okay, so
and it's trademarked.
Okay. So you all hear that? Nobody can steal that name there, you understand? That's trademark. Cocoa Fresh. You understand? One of a kind. None of y'all can steal it. You know, some people be stealing people ideas, stealing people names and stuff like that. You know? You know, you're gonna be talking to somebody like, I know this one brother, he was talking to another brother concerning like, yo, I'm gonna name my baby this name, right? So what ended up happening, the brother baby end up coming before the brother baby, and he just get it. I like, man, brothers be stealing baby names, all of that, man. You know, so
you know what? I previously had Coco Shea. And Bath and Body, and I didn't trademark it. And Bath and Body has Coco Shea products now.
Okay.
Yeah, they troll people's sites and stuff and look for catchy names.
I was looking at your Facebook, and the name of it says Coco Shea, but then the name on your product says Coco Fresh. But I remember the Coco Shea, the name, when I started seeing that name, it was your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when it's like from when I first came in, like from when I started seeing Coco Shea was your stuff. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Bath and Body has Coco Shea products.
Okay. So we just want to get into to know you a little.
Okay.
You know. So, I know you've been with IUIC at least 4 or 5 years, right?
Almost 6.
Oh man, time flies, man.
Yeah.
Time fly. I remember the first time you came through and so forth. So time fly.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been with IUIC for like 6 years now, and how long now you been dealing with the oils and the beard creams and the woman products and stuff like that? How long you been dealing with that?
Well, pretty much all my life, because I'm Benjamin.
Okay.
And my dad always dealt with herbs.
Right.
So anytime he was sick, instead of going to the doctor, he would boil orange leaves.
Right.
Eat a bunch of oranges, pop some garlic in his mouth, and then go to bed, sweat out his cold, and go to work the next day. So we grew up like always with herbs, wood root tonic, so I just thought it was a part of everybody's lifestyle. I never knew it was something
No, it's not
special or something, so pretty much all my life, but I didn't start to get serious about it until I went to college.
Okay.
And I started working for a naturopath doctor.
A natural what?
A naturopath doctor.
Okay, like that's a doctor that deal with natural remedies and
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
So she was able to diagnose people, and then she was able to treat people with the products she made.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's heavy what you said early on. You said that that the way you grew up, you always use herbs and remedies, and you saw your father using that, and that will make gravitate you to want to learn about those stuff and so forth. And the truth, that's how a lot of brothers from the tribe of Benjamin, that's how they roll, brothers and sisters. That's how we grew up. Like I get a cold, I get a fever, I boil some fever grass and I drink that and I sweat out the fever.
Yeah.
If I get a bad cold on my chest, I just give you a little remedies I use because most Benjamin they use remedies. We don't go to the doctor unless it's something real serious. You understand? Right. Like the other day I had a serious chest cold, man. What I did, I blend up some garlic, some honey, some lime, some onion, some cayenne pepper. What else I'm missing? Honey, lime, some ginger. And I drink that cold gone. You understand? No, you see, that's a serious antibiotic right there in itself. So when I drink that cold, that get rid of the cold off my chest. And these is things that I learned growing up. Little herbs, little this you use for that. The orange, when you peel an orange, the skin of the orange, we don't throw it away. We leave it and let it dry.
Hang it up in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, we hang it up in the kitchen, let it dry. You see, she a Benjamin and she know the thing in it. You understand? So we hang it up and let it dry in the kitchen. Then you make tea with it and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So these things is things that everybody used to do, but people that's Americanized, they don't really that grew up here in Babylon, they don't really know about these things. You know what I mean? So it's good when we got some brothers and sisters that know about these things that they could teach the people, like little remedies they could use for little cold, sickness, and little things like that. You know what I mean? So
and also on my mom's side, she's from the deep south, like deep south, and they grew up on a farm, so they had 13 children. My grandmother, they could not go to the doctor for any little thing, so she also had that. Judah has it too. The ones in the deep south, they will go in the yard and they will pull up some herbs and different things and cure naturally as well. So I had it on both sides.
Right. All praises.
I think the only people that don't got it is brothers and sisters that grew up in the city.
Right.
That's accustomed to the fast paced life.
Right. Yeah. So So you say you learned it from your father, you went to school, so you basically been into herbs and remedies and oils and all this stuff your whole life, right? So when the products that you make, right? Explain about them a little, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, my best friend at that time, she owned her own hair salon.
Right.
And after school, I would go hang out at the hair salon, and I would help sweep up and straighten up and everything. Then she started having me wash hair for her. So I used to be a wash girl, Then the clients there would really love, my washing and my scalp massages and stuff like that. So I did that for a while. Then when I went natural, I started working at a natural hair salon. And the natural hair salon provider there, she made a lock cream.
Okay.
And she made a lock oil.
Okay.
So when it was time for me to go to college, I took what I learned and I started doing people's hair in college.
Okay.
And I would just make my stuff just to do their hair.
Okay.
So they would say, "Do you have that to sell?"
Right.
And I'm like, no, I just make it for, So after a while, they would be pushing me, "Look, I'm going away on a trip.
Right.
I need that stuff,"
right.
So I started bottling it just for my clients and selling it to them.
Okay.
Then I started expanding the line, and I started actually selling it to people because I ended up moving back home.
Right.
And I couldn't do hair anymore, so I said, let me just start making the products and using that as a little side income. Okay. And so I've been doing that since I guess I was 19.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how old are you now? Like, I know females don't like telling them right age. You could go back a couple years. I go, you know what I mean? You say,
Well, I've been doing it for almost 20 years.
Okay, so
try to do the math.
I can't figure. I ain't good at math, so I ain't even trying. So you've been doing this for a long time. Then I will just leave it as that. You've been doing this for a long time. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Because and what's good too that I noticed with you, you understand. A lot of people. You when you pushing something, you gotta live it. You understand your whole personality, your whole demeanor, everything is into what you do, Mm-hmm. So you mentioned that you went natural, you understand? Mm-hmm. A lot of sisters scared to go natural, they scared to go natural, man. They terrified of that, you understand? They scared to have the natural hair, the natural woolly hair, or they always straighten it. They always have to put something on to make themselves look different from their real ears, and that's kind of hard for some sisters, to go natural, you know what I mean? Right. But so you've been going natural ever since you was like 19.
Yeah. You
see? Mm-hmm. So sisters, you all got a good example right here, Mm-hmm. Sister been going natural and, it been good.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So all right, so let's get into the products that you got. Let's go into the products. Like you got I heard about some kind of product you had. What's this called? The vagina rejuvenation. What's up with that? I heard when Isaac told me about that, I like the vagina rejuvenation. It's just such a thing, It's just such a thing like that. So I don't know. You could explain about that a little, like what it is and how we're gonna help the sisters.
Okay.
Because just get into it, and I don't know. Just explain it to me. I'm trying to phantom it in my head.
Okay. Pretty much it's called Lady Flower Power, and the Lady Flower is pretty much your vagina. And it's a vaginal rejuvenation system that I help sisters make for themselves.
Okay.
I provide all of the products for it, and they put it together at home, and then they make it. Now, I just want to say I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
But I am certified in natural remedies.
Okay.
Natural holistic remedies. So pretty much it's acidophilus, it's apple cider vinegar, it's a little aloe, it's a little tea tree. You put it all together, you put it in a freeze tray overnight, and you insert it in the vagina. And this is mainly if you have overgrowth of bad bacteria in your vagina. So it's called bacteria vaginosis, or if you have a really bad yeast infection. And this will replace the bad bacteria with good bacteria. And it's for people who don't have insurance. A lot of sisters say they don't have insurance and they need something quick.
Okay.
Also...
Hey, so hold on before you move on, right? Mm-hmm. You said they could use that like if they got yeast infection and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between using that and sisters going and get Vagisil? Because you know that they sell that in the store, in the drugstore. They got a sister get a yeast infection. She just say, "Oh, let me go get some Vagisil." You know, what's the difference between the Vagisil and using the natural remedies that you just mentioned there?
Well, Vagisil, you know, I'm not going to knock anything because I'm into both. If you need to go to the Rite Aid and get yourself some Vagisil because it's, you know...
Because it's bad.
Because it's bad.
It's real bad.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. But if you need something, if you're at home, you can't get to the store and you have some of these things in your home, I can help you put that together.
Okay.
And with everything that you get on the shelf, there's preservatives, there's side effects, there's all types of different chemicals.
Right.
So it can kill the yeast, but it will kill everything.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna kill. Like I know in females there's good bacteria and bad bacteria.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because they say that a woman thing, it cleans itself out.
It's a self-cleaning.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's self-cleaning. But that don't mean you all don't got to wash, man. You still got to wash. Right. But they say that a woman, they got to drop a bomb on that, man. They say a woman, reproductive organ, it cleanse itself. It's good bacteria, bad bacteria.
Right.
You know, so sometimes when a woman go and she use the Vagisil, it kill everything. So now she got to create more good bacteria.
Right.
And it's got to be a balance or something like that.
Exactly. Right? So this thing is balanced. This Lady Flower Power is balanced.
Okay. So can they because what cause females to get that anyways?
A lot of times it could just be hormone imbalance.
Okay.
Overgrowth. Some women have an overgrowth of yeast or overgrowth of bacteria, or not cleaning yourself properly.
Okay.
Maybe if you're still in the world and you're not practicing the laws and you're using condoms and having unprotected sex. Some brothers out there are not clean themselves.
Yeah, what about brothers with dirty fingers, man? You know, some brothers got dirty fingers. Some brothers got them long nails and stuff, you know. What about that?
Yeah, you know, so it's just pretty much if you're unclean, if you put something unclean inside your vagina could wreak havoc.
Okay.
You know,
and pants too, right? And pants too, right?
Wearing pants.
Right.
Your vagina not being able to breathe.
I never know that thing does breathing. That does breathe. But on the real, brothers, you brothers that got them long nasty nails with germs in it. You cannot touch the flour, okay?
Right.
If you do that, your hands is dirty, and you dealing with your wife and you touch the flour, it could, you wonder, man, why every 2 weeks she getting an yeast infection? Because your nails is dirty, your hand is dirty, and you're doing things, and you're not being cleansy when you dealing with your wife on an intimate level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
So what is some of the things that that a woman, because you say sometimes it be like hormonal imbalance and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. What's some of the things that woman could use to keep the right chemical imbalance down there to keep it healthy, right? You.
It's all about diet.
Diet, right?
It's all about drinking a lot of water, staying away from the fried foods, staying away from the dairy, a whole bunch of wheat. Eating a lot of green leafy vegetables.
Right.
So you got to feed yourself internally.
Right.
For everything to stay fresh.
Right.
And the more you eat healthy, the less smell you have. Even if you perspire under your arms, you won't stink as much,
Right. Because, let me get that scripture in Isaiah about the stink, because this is what it is. A lot of times, a lot of you sisters, you'll be trying to say good words. A lot of sisters be stinking down there, man.
Yeah.
You understand? And that thing, and the reason why is because, number one, you all ain't eating right, you all ain't using the right feminine stuff to make down there healthy. Mm-hmm. So that's why you all be stinking down there. You all still fall under the curse right here that I'm about to read about right here in Isaiah 3.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24.
This is what the scripture say.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell,
instead of you smelling sweet, instead of that sweet smell, you smelling good and sweet. Read on, and don't they smelling right. Read on.
There shall be stink.
It gonna be stinking when you get that yeast infection. Because when a woman get yeast infection, that thing does stink, man. You know, that thing, sometimes you on the train, you know, a woman pass by you like, what the hell is that scent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like, why the hell is she smelling like that? You know, you can't hide it. That's that stink. You know, so that's a curse, man, that the Most High God put on you, sisters. But in coming back and repenting, listen, you got to realize it's certain things and certain lifestyle that going to cause you to stink. That going to cause you to stink down there. You know, if you're not eating right, you ain't eating right, you eating all this nasty stuff, guess what? You going to stink down there. You know? So, you know, that's why even when we read the scripture, it says that a man should wash himself every time he deal with his wife. You understand me? You got to wash yourself. You understand me? You might make sure that thing clean off. You know? You understand? Because, you know, you don't wash yourself, then you go deal with it again. What you think going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
You know, she going to get some infection, because that's what it is really, right?
It will infect.
Yeah.
Yeah, sister. There's also other stuff. Our sister Priscilla, she compiles herbs to do vaginal steaming.
Vaginal steaming.
Yeah, that's she has Levi herbs to get together, and you boil, and then you put in a bucket, and you put in the toilet, and you squat over the herbs, and the steam goes up into your vagina, and it helps tighten it. It also helps remove toxins and things like that. It's great for after you have a baby.
Okay.
Once the blood dries up and everything, it removes the excess blood and all that. These are stuff that we was doing way, way, way back. So if you want vaginal steaming, you could contact Sister Priscilla. And there's another sister online, Izzy Medics. She also has herbs for that as well.
Well, in the islands, I heard about the woman, the vaginal steaming, you know, where when the baby come and they, you know, to get it, you know, they sit down over the hot thing to make it, you know, and they, you know, make it back right up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also heard about that Levi voodoo stuff too, man.
No.
You understand? Because I heard about it. I don't know if you hear about it. You know what I mean? Where a woman, they say how a woman could tie a man down if she sweat over the man food.
Oh,
you know?
I heard.
You know, that's that Levi voodoo too, man. I ain't saying that, you know, but I just saying they be mixing stuff up sometime. You understand?
No, this has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Because I know
mom, she gave me some herbs for that after I had my baby.
Okay.
You know, so this is legitimate.
Okay, legitimate
stuff that we did.
Once you're then going, the scripture said, "Learn not the ways." He said, the scripture said, "Come not unto Levi's secret, man." So I hope it's not that side. I hope it's not the left; it's the right hand side, the good side. You understand?
No, if you look at it now online, all the Edomites, they're charging big money to do vaginal steaming.
Okay.
After you have a baby, or if you just want to rejuvenate your vagina, they're charging. They have facilities now that you could go and just squat over a bucket of herbs, and they're making so much money off of stuff that we just did naturally.
They probably take your insurance money, right?
Oh, probably. At this
top
point,
dollar.
they probably do. It's
So
a big thing now.
So it's literally literally places where they do, you say, vaginal steaming.
Yeah.
Or vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah, they give you a big skirt to put on. There's a wooden stool with a bucket under it, and they put the herbs and the hot water in it, and you sit over it with your big skirt, and it keeps the steam in, and it tightens up your vagina. It tighten back the female's vagina. Yeah, and it cleans the inside.
And it cleans the inside. Mm-hmm. So these is things your sisters got to look into. You know what I mean? If you all want to learn about that, we said there's a, you know, Sister Yoela, you said Sister
Priscilla.
She deal with that, the vaginal steaming.
Yes.
You know, as I say, man, it's kind of weird talking about these stuff, but you know,
our people, we have to learn about
you know,
it.
but you all got to learn about it. You know, some sisters is loose. You know, some sisters is very loose, especially after you have a baby. It's loose. You know, your husband might be complaining like, man, you know, go get a vaginal steaming, you know, get it back right, you know. So what you mentioned here about the vaginal rejuvenation, right?
Yeah.
You say it's just natural stuff that a sister could use to
insert overnight.
To insert and to cleanse out. This is like a douche, basically.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. Not really.
Okay.
A douche kind of goes all the way up in your whole vagina cavity and flushes out. This is not really a douche. This is pretty much a suppository.
Now, I've heard that that's not really good for you.
The
douche.
It depends on what it. If you do use it, it's not something that you use often. You know, but and the products that you put in the douche is very important because you don't want to just.
Because what I heard about the douche, because I know a lot of sisters, you know, they don't use the douche because the douche they say it kill all the good bacteria, and all the bad bacteria as well, you know. And you know, some sisters douche every month after they uncleanness. But even that's not good, because even when you douche a lot, it make you get yeast infection. You know. So even because now you get rid of all the bacteria, all the good bacteria that supposed to be healthy for your vagina. For your vagina. I don't know how to say that. It's kind of weird saying that word. It's kind of, you know, but now you get rid of all them things that's supposed to be healthy down there.
Yeah.
You know, so even in douching, sisters, every I shouldn't be giving them this advice. You know, can you say it, please?
I wouldn't douche.
Okay.
Pretty much at all. You don't need to douche because your body will do it for you. But this is a vaginal suppository.
Okay.
So it's different. You make it yourself. I used it before. You know, it's just something that you insert, kind of like if you do have a yeast infection, you just insert something and it spreads, and then it runs right out.
Okay. So this is it right here? No, this ain't it. What the stuff you use that you say? So you get this on your website.
Yeah.
What is it? You got what's things you use again?
You use apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar is real good for you.
But you have to dilute it.
Yeah, that thing is strong as hell.
You have to like really dilute it a lot. I pretty much put together the solutions, and then the sisters will put, you know, then I have the trays for you. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is the maxi pads sisters use. That can also disrupt.
What's maxi pad?
You know,
for the menstrual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you're using Always, that has a lot of chemicals in it, that will also cause a disruption in your vagina, and it could cause infection, and it can cause you to bleed more, and it could cause you to cramp more. So the more you bleed, the more you cramp, the more pads you have to buy. So, you go to any health food store, and you get 100% cotton pads, or there's a black company now called Cherish.
Yes,
They also make pads.
I was watching a video about them online. They had it on Facebook, and they were I think they were speaking about the maxi pad and the other brands, and how they are made is like with plastic and like with cheap material that's going to promote the yeast infection and the like the bacteria.
Yeah.
And it makes it worse.
Yes.
Instead of using cotton.
Exactly.
Right. So sisters out there that are listening, all right, that keep getting yeast infection, you douching every month, that might be one of the reasons. Yeah. One of the reasons why you keep getting yeast infections is because you are
killing everything.
You're killing all the good bacteria from down there when you do that so every month. You understand? It's natural things you could use. That thing does clean out itself. I heard a saying way back that even down there is cleaner than somebody's mouth. You know what I mean? I heard that. I don't know. I could be wrong
about that.
You know, I heard that. I don't because your mouth, your mouth. No, for real. Y'all look it up. I think a doctor had said that. You know, a doctor said that.
Edomite doctor.
Huh?
Edomite doctor. It's like how they say the dog's mouth is cleaner than the human.
No. This is what he say, right? Yeah. Like your mouth, right? Your mouth is full of, when you eat, your mouth is full of germs and bacteria. Mm-hmm. Your mouth does not self-clean itself. In order for your mouth to clean itself, you got to use mouthwash, and you got to brush your teeth, brush your tongue, and stuff like that in order to clean your mouth. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman, vajayjay, right? I don't like saying that, vajayjay. A woman vajayjay, it cleans itself out. You know, it's things that's there that literally cleans it out.
Right.
You understand me? A man, your mouth, you got to brush that and use wash and thing to clean that out. That thing is a self-cleaning system, you understand? So that's why I said a doctor said, made that point one time. I ain't just making stuff up. He said that a woman there is more cleaner than up there than somebody mouth. You know, so
yeah, and if you have an infection and you douche, you could just, push the infection all up in your system. So when you douche, it should not be if you have an infection. So that's very dangerous as well.
Okay.
And they said the tampons can cause toxic shock, right?
They can. If you leave it in too long.
Okay.
That's the danger I heard with the young sisters, because they don't really know what they're doing.
No, they don't. They definitely need classes and stuff, but they shouldn't be using tampons anyway.
Okay, so we're gonna let them know. So if you all need, the sister, she got this up on her website. We're gonna let you all know the her website, how to get up there. It's Coco Fresh.
CocoFresh.com.
CocoFresh.com, all right? Mm-hmm. And up there you got the ingredients.
Yes, I have the whole system. You just buy. Somebody just bought, I think the last one last night, but after we move, I'll replenish.
Okay. Okay, so basically it's a vagina rejuvenation thing, Yeah. If you wanna clean out, you understand me, a rejuvenation down there. You want it new again, born again, You could hit the sister up, she go and hook you up. Now, if you want to take it another level, as I said, you was mentioning something such as, the other rejuvenation thing, which make back a woman, tighter. Yeah. If you sisters want to look into that, you could even probably reach out to her on Coco Fresh, and she gonna tell you all where to go. Yeah. Because there's different facilities and so forth all over New York that they have that start doing that. Mm-hmm. Esau just starting getting hipped on that, but in the islands people been doing that. People been doing that in the islands. It's now Esau start to get hip on that.
Actually, sister, she's been providing it for sisters that just had a baby.
Right.
For years now. So.
Right. My grandmother them been doing that,
mm-hmm.
for real. But so concerning what we mentioned earlier on, concerning we had mentioned yeast infection, right?
Yeah.
So some of the pointers you had made was sisters not to douche regularly every month. You understand me? There's natural stuff you could use there to clean yourself out. You do not have to put that thing up inside of you. That thing is going to kill all the healthy bacteria. Number two, if your husband got dirty fingernails, dirty hands,
cut your fingernails,
and you got him touching you and stuff like that, you're gonna get a yeast infection. Number three, if you're wearing pants, you're gonna catch a yeast infection. That's for the sisters that come to school with the skirt and like shalom, and during the week they're walking up and down with the tight pants. So a lot of you sisters and so these little things. Let's say y'all want to find out about, y'all could reach out to Sister Yoela on CocoFresh.com. She got the remedies for the vagina rejuvenation. All right. So now we're gonna get into some other products that you have, right? You know, let me see. Okay.
I had a question. I wanted her to explain again or expound upon the hormone balance.
Oh, you going back to the vagina
No.
rejuvenation?
It's not about that.
Okay.
She has a tea called a woman's hormone balancer tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to explain that.
I have that.
Okay. All right. Hey.
I could set up some stuff.
Yeah, you can set up some stuff. Because I was getting a little, we's men, so, it's kind of awkward for us to talk about them stuff. We could talk about it probably by ourselves, you understand?
Right.
But when you got a sister, it's kind of uncomfortable,
Hey, Dick, brothers got to step their game up, man. Sisters got everything. We need some rejuvenation too. All we got is baby powder. You throw some baby powder down there and keep it moving. Where all the products for the brothers at, man? Step your game up.
Yo, you ain't got no products for brothers, man? And Sister Yoela?
I actually do. I did bring something. It's nothing like the Lady Flower Power, but
I think brothers need more something like stamina thing, for them brothers and them brothers that can't perform right. We gonna got it.
this is actually for brothers.
Oh yeah. Okay. So brothers, we are here. Brothers and sisters, we are here with Sister Yoela from Cocoa Fresh. You understand? The sister, she is qualified in
Making products.
making herbal products and so forth. She are not like some of these brothers and sisters that just sit down and concoct something in their basement. They say, you know what? They say he got some brothers and sisters, they just be mixing stuff together.
Yeah.
So I'm making some beard cream. Let me put some of that. And then it's smelling good, Let me put some of that.
I heard.
Yeah.
People make some stuff that make brothers beards.
Yeah, and then not just that. Yeah, you right. You all know Barnabas, right? You know Barnabas.
Oh man, put him on the spot.
I put Barnabas on the spot. You all know Barnabas' beard was long, He had the fireman beard. Well, his beard fell over his face. Some beard cream he used, man. You know what I mean? Somebody concoct something in their basement, Somebody concoct something in their basement and sold it to him. So that's what I'm saying. You make sure when you're buying stuff, you buy it from people that are qualified, even in Israel.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I telling you, if I buy any one of your beard cream or and I use it and I lose my beard, I suing you. You know what I mean? This beard is $1 million beard. I suing you for real. So you better make sure. We could be brothers in the faith. I suing you. For real, I need $1 million to grow back my beard, man. So make sure your deal, you brothers and sisters that buying products, be very careful. Some brothers and sisters they are not qualified to be making beard cream, hair cream, herbal remedies and stuff like that. And they put stuff together and just give it to you, and that could damage you. So make sure the person qualified in what they doing, man. And Sister Yoela, she are qualified. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So y'all be careful with that right there. I already tell you all straight. I buy any product from you and anything I suing, man. I suing you by the law. What the scripture say, you're going to be a servant, you're going to be my servant. If you can't pay the $1 million, you're going to be a servant for 7 years. By the year of Jubilee, I'm going to let you go. Scripture says all servants, you got to let them go by the year of Jubilee. Anyways, let me move on. I'm bugging. Hey, so we got some products here, right? Mm-hmm. Sister Yoela got some products that she brought. Okay, so which one you want to start with first? Hey, let's start with the most ones you get is the men. You got men stuff here?
This one
Okay, that's the only men stuff.
Yeah, I have other men stuff, but I couldn't bring everything.
Okay, so let's start with that right there that you have for men.
Okay, so you know how women get fibroids?
Right.
What's the opposite of fibroids? What would it be in men?
Prostate
cancer.
Prostate cancer, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, how the woman gets fibroids, the man can get prostate cancer when your prostate enlarges,
Right.
and it has all types of stuff collecting in the prostate.
Right.
I believe it's a lack of sex.
Well, I heard
in
is
my
what
opinion.
this is what I heard. I heard brothers that got prostate cancer is usually dudes that have too much sex.
Too much? I don't
And
think
brothers
it's
that
too much.
masturbate a lot.
Oh,
You
maybe
know?
the masturbation.
Yeah, like some dudes,
Okay.
they go masturbate like 5, 10 times for the day. You know, so
No,
some brothers sick like that. You understand me? So I heard that contribute to when you get older, you get prostate cancer. Yeah, you know. So
well, the vagina and the penis is supposed to balance each other
Exactly.
out. So you need a wife.
exactly, brothers, stop masturbating, man. You know, increasing the chances of prostate cancer.
So
So-
this is saw palmetto. You can get it in the herb form.
Okay,
But-
what's the name of it?
Saw palmetto.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good for your prostate, urinary function, great for the men's system. So this keeps it cleaned out and keeps everything strong. It has pumpkin seed oil in it, which
Okay.
is very good to keep down all types of fungus,
Right,
to
right.
keep down parasites, because a lot of issues that we have are caused by parasites,
Right.
fungus, yeast, mucus, inflammation.
Right.
So this targets the men's prostate.
Well, you see, a lot of people don't know about them things, you know. You understand me? When I make my punch, I make sure I put some pumpkin seed oil in the blender and blend it up.
That's
you know what I mean?
good. All
Yeah.
right.
Says trust me, man. You know when John know him a couple times, I say, go get me a punch. You know what I mean? So make sure they put some pumpkin seed oil inside it. You know, we blend that up and I drink it. You know, put some pumpkin seed in there. You know, but all these things, a lot of people is ignorant of these things. You know what I mean? So now Esau got to put it in a capsule and sell it to you.
Exactly.
You know, but it's these things, the black seed oil, the pumpkin seed oil, all these things is things that you could use daily, you know, that helps you. You know?
Right. This
is something
this
to take daily?
Yeah, you can. This company I've been working for almost 20 years. They're a high-end vitamin and mineral company, all organic, kosher, nothing made with any type of pork or anything, high-quality blending. So this is one of the best, vitamin companies that I came across because they totally digestible in your system. Some vitamins, like if you're getting your vitamins from Walmart and stuff like that, you'll just poop it out. These actually absorb in your system. Some people cannot, here you go. Some people just cannot make herbs. Some people just can't do it.
Right.
Because of their lifestyle. They might be on the road. They might be truckers, So if you are that type of person, I have the capsule for you that's all organic, pure.
Okay,
so it's in the capsule form.
So you got you sells this also, right?
Yes.
And this is for you to clean out a man
Prostrate.
his prostate and also his urinary and stuff like that, you say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the age limit for a man to use this?
You could, you shouldn't have to use it so young.
Okay, so
Yeah.
good. You're
You said
good.
in your
You're
30s,
good.
right? Because I know in
Yeah.
your 30s you're supposed to go get your in your 30s you're supposed to get your prostate checked. That's I'm scared of
30s,
that.
man.
Yeah, in your 30s.
Yo,
in your
man, we
30s or
never
40s?
get that. I think it's in your 40s, Brett.
40s? You sure?
Too young for that. Too young for them problems, Brett.
But you know what? When I was in Tobago, when I was listening to the radio and it said Tobago was the third highest
Prostate, yeah.
for prostate
Right.
cancer.
I remember my
And
grandfather.
I just,
Right, my grandfather, he had prostate cancer. He came up here. You know how they test for that. You
Put
know?
the finger in your butt.
Yeah. So that's how they did that to him. I was like, so he had surgery done for that. And he from Tobago, but a lot of people got prostate cancer.
In Tobago.
I think it's from all the KFC that they put in the island, man.
yeah,
I was so
I'm telling you,
upset.
KFC. I remember when KFC just came. I was like 14 years old. That's the first time I see a KFC, But it could be that, there's the food and thing you're eating, man. But so the age is 40 you know, or at least check on you gotta check on it first. And see if it's acting up or if it's swelling, then you start using this probably to start.
Or you could do it as a preventative measure because it has other benefits.
Okay.
But, you know.
So what's the other benefits? I know it got the good stuff in it that help you. You know, like you got the pumpkin seed oil, the soybean oil, the bee wax, you know, and so forth. You got a lot of stuff inside here. So it's help you like what when you're it help the groins to be good or something?
Yeah, it just keeps that area clean.
Okay.
Because it keeps it from building up toxins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could get the actual herb, that would be even better.
Okay.
Because then it won't have the other stuff in it.
Okay.
But pumpkin seed oil and all that's beneficial too.
Okay, so this is what you got for men.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing for these brothers and them that, you know, like no remedies for these brothers that how to say the
Can't
word.
perform.
them brothers that wives keep complaining about them. That brothers that can't satisfy their wife.
If you contact me, I'll point you in the right direction.
Okay, so you all hear that, brothers? Y'all could contact the sister at cocofresh.com. All right, if you need help with
Performance.
with performance, you know, y'all could contact her. You know what I mean? She gonna give you or point you all in the right direction in what you could use. You understand? Because that's also a big impotency is also a big thing amongst men also. You know,
And
so
really, it's the lifestyle. If you're not
Eating,
exercising,
right.
if you're not eating right, if you have a 9-to-5 job and you're just sitting down at the desk,
Right.
you have to go out and exercise at
Right.
least 20 minutes a day. The scripture says it profited little. You know,
right. It
you got to
profit.
do it.
It profit but little.
But little.
You know,
right. And so that means it profits some.
Right. It does profit.
You don't have to be in the gym working out for hours and all that, but you do have to keep your circulation going.
Right.
Whether if it's just stretching and walking,
Right.
or power walking, or doing a light jog. If you just do those two things, you'll be all right.
Right, and I know in the islands we drink a lot of punch and thing like that, you know, because when a man ejaculate, that's a lot of his energy and a lot of substance in his body that he releasing. You know, they say it's like millions of babies being that one thing. You know, so no, you got to replenish that. But if you're not eating right, if if all you're eating is Popeyes
fried
and
chicken
and McDonald's
And that sugar,
Yeah.
that sugar is like the worst.
yeah, that white sugar. You know, yo, I tell them, I deal with nothing white and no white rice, white sugar, none of that. Fire upon that, you know. You know, no white rice or nothing.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, so the product is do you take it consistently, or is like a time whereby you stop for a little bit, then you start on again, or is just a...
It depends on what product. If it's the soy palmetto, you could take it consistently. You could take it once a day. If it's the herb, you would have to drink that often for it to really kick in. If you actually do the tea, with herbs, it really don't kick in until 3 months after taking it, you know, on a consistent basis. So, yeah, something that you would take consistently. But then there's some herbs that you would take 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So, because everything has a different effect on your system. Yeah.
Okay.
hey, Deacon, to the statement we was just making, you know the saying they got that say you are what you eat?
Right.
That thing is 100% true, because if you stay eating like what the Deacon was mentioning with the fried chicken and all the junk food and just the fast food stuff, then you become that. It's like it put a lazy spirit on you. It puts a lazy spirit on you, and it's not just physically like performance in how you do things. It's also mentally like you're incapable of doing things to better yourself. You lack motivation.
Right.
It gets very mental, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember you had asked her about the chemical imbalance. Did she answer?
The hormone balancer T. I
Right.
wanted the sisters to hear this.
Okay.
Okay. Is this one it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm specializing in putting together different herbal remedies. and trying to promote sisters to get more into herbs themselves.
Right.
Instead of, us always making stuff for them, the sisters need to learn how to make stuff for themselves. So this one, these are all certified organic herbs. This one is called the Woman's Hormone Balancer, and it has donquey, motherwort, raspberry leaf, lemon verbena, chasteberry, fever, few, orange peel, sage, cloves, hops, and stevia in it. And pretty much this is to help balance your hormones. A lot of sisters are suffering from PCOS.
What's that?
It's a long word, but it's pretty much if you have an overgrowth of, if you have a lot of hormones that are off balance, and then it starts causing certain things in your system, like ovarian cyst. If sisters are getting a lot of facial hair.
Oh man, I be seeing that a lot, man.
Yeah.
Mustache.
For real. I be seeing some sisters with
Beards, right?
some couple,
With
with some,
feathers.
yeah. I be like, damn, man, the hell is going on?
This is all from your balance, your hormones being off.
Okay, so when a woman, would this work for these crazy sisters that are always mad and angry?
Yes, that's why I wanted her to touch on. That's the one I wanted.
Emotional imbalance,
Okay.
crying a lot, yelling a lot. Then some sisters really go through. You might think that they're crazy or just emotional, but sometimes there's seriously something wrong chemically in their system.
Right, they crazy. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Something wrong within their system.
No, a lot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So a woman hormone is different from a man hormone.
Yeah.
A woman, I know, like when a woman pregnant, her hormone change, where she gonna be crying all the time. Even sometime, we call it mood swing. You understand? Some woman just gets mood swing. They just say, and you're like, yo, what's happened? She like, nothing. It's like, yo, what's going on with you, man? Everything good? She just acting, she just moody for no reason. Just what we call it? We call it bitchy. You understand? She just bitchy. You're like, yo, what's wrong with this chick, man? What's wrong with this sister?
Yes.
So,
sometimes there's really something wrong.
yes.
Yeah.
Some sisters you gotta give them, so in them using this hormonal balance, right? It's gonna help balance their hormones level to where they not gonna be that crazy, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. But also, I'm a big promoter of herbs, but I'm a big promoter of the whole lifestyle. So you can't take the herbs and then still be eating all types of fast food.
Okay, let me tell you something about herbs. Herbs, sisters and brothers, it's something that's bitter. It's nothing that's. It's not gonna be nice to drink. It's not gonna be nice to eat. It's something that bitter. You know what I mean? So y'all don't think when you drink it. Judah drink a little.
That's what happened.
But the herbs, it's bitter. But the thing about it is good for you.
Yeah.
It's bitter. They say it's bitter, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
All right. So what?
And that's what the food chain is missing now. Once they took the bitters out the food chain, everybody started getting cancer.
Right.
Because the tongue has all types of correspondence on it: sweet, salty, bitter, and all of those things have to be touched at some point or activated for your body to
Right.
perform well. And a lot of us don't take bitters anymore.
Right.
So we would take bitters pretty much every morning, before we go to school.
Right.
For the people that don't know what you mean by bitters, you can look up Marby or what's it called, Cersei. Cersei.
Or we call it Corylli.
Corylli.
Corylli is a plant or the leaf.
Right.
You got the plant where you could make the, Corylli, right?
Yeah.
You could cook the Corylli bitter, real bitter, but it clean your blood out, and stuff like that.
You also got aloe vera.
Aloe vera is very bitter.
Hey, in the islands, they think Cersei that cure everything. No matter
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
got, you pour some Cersei tea, you good.
Yeah, Cersei, yeah, man. I used to use that for everything growing up. I used to use it. I even used to use it. They said, yo, use it to cut, like, I repented of that. They said, use it to cut blight. Like, like something wrong with you. Like you have bad vibes or what's a blight, right? Like you use it to cut a blight. Like,
What?
that's that, like you bathe with it, like the,
Yeah.
that crazy superstition stuff,
Oh, like Judah would say, juju.
Yeah. So I used to use that and bathe with it, but Cersei is very good for you. As I said, a lot of people don't know about that. Even the plant, you eat the plant. Even till this day, my wife always making the plant. The fruit, she cut it up and cook it. It's very bitter. You know what I mean? But it's very good for you. Even aloe vera. The aloe vera. I remember I had lota on my skin. That's what we call it in the islands, lota. That's like some little spots. When I went down south, I saw a lot of brothers and sisters with them little spots all over their skin. And what it's really saying is that your blood dirty. So what I used to do, I used to use the aloe vera. I literally used to make juice with it.
Right.
And I used to eat it too. And, and it cleared up my skin. My skin was nice and smooth, and all them infirmities on my skin disappeared, man. So these things are good for you, So this right here, the woman in hormonal imbalance. Sister Yoela, all right? She got, you sisters that your hormones might be imbalanced. How can you tell your hormones is imbalanced? If you always depressed, you could always be. Sometimes some sisters say, I'm always depressed. She always crying for no reason. There's something wrong with her. Sometimes all you might need to do is because your hormones is all over the place. You understand? So that's what we got here. We got the divine health and happiness. My herbal tea. All right, woman hormonal balancer. It's gonna help balance your hormones. You understand? Some of you sisters that got real demon on you, don't worry. We could anoint you all too. You understand me?
Attitude cleanser.
Yeah, we could anoint you too. Some of your some sisters, they don't just need the hormonal balancer. They need to anoint them because they got demons. You understand? They got demons, man. Unclean spirits. You understand? But anyways, so we can move on from this one right here.
Okay.
My tea. Okay, so this is good. This is cool.
Yeah, mighty herbs.
Okay, so before we move
don't
on.
Steal that either.
Yo, better don't, listen, man, I better don't see nobody with this talking about they got woman hormonal balance, You understand? Otherwise, me I sue, For real. Anyways.
Okay. So next is this is cinnamon bark chips, and if y'all know anything about cinnamon, this is one of the most underrated, but it's one of the most powerful barks or herbs that you can have, because it really helps fight diabetes. There's people out there that actually have diabetes. They don't take no insulin or nothing.
Right.
They take cinnamon tea every day, and that will help their insulin levels to stay stable.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm a promoter of the entire lifestyle.
Okay.
You can't just drink the cinnamon and keep eating donuts.
Right.
And with diabetes, you have to exercise.
Right.
You got to stay away from the carbohydrates. Too much carbohydrates and all the white stuff that the Deacon was talking about. So this fights diabetes. This increased blood flow, anti-inflammatory. It helps your heart, and it also helps your mouth for dental health. So you could boil it. You can use the water, the tea, as a mouthwash.
Okay.
Or you could use the powder form as a toothpaste, and it'll fight gingivitis, and stuff like that for your gums.
Okay.
So this is like a multi-purpose cinnamon. That's a cinnamon bark. You could get it in powder form,
So this
or you
is
get
the
it
bark.
Yeah,
bark
cinnamon
itself.
sticks.
Is the
grounded
stick?
up. Cinnamon sticks grounded up.
So I be seeing them brothers chewing the stick sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are definitely helping their mouth.
It smells good. he probably could make some unleavened bread with this right here. You know, some cinnamon unleavened bread. So this right here, you say is good for, okay, anti-inflammatory. Okay. So even if so remember what we say, brothers and sisters. If you guys see your sickness, go to the doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also understand that the Most High give the scripture of the herbs. You know what I mean? Let me get that in Ecclesiasticus. In Sirach. You know, because guess what the doctor healing you with? A lot of people don't know this, you know. But like the doctors, guess what they use to try to heal you with? They go to the herbs and they extract things from the herbs, and they make whatever they gotta make, whatever medicine. They modify it, and they make it to and they make whatever tablets or whatever prescription or whatever they give you. It's always intent to help it, but never to cure it. You understand? Like they gonna give you penicillin keep it down, but penicillin will not cure diabetes.
Right.
You know, it gonna keep the level down, but the diabetes is gonna be cured when you stop eating certain filth and when you take certain things to you know, to get rid of it. You know. Yeah. So okay, so this is cinnamon bark chip. Okay, this help with diabetes. It help with diabetes, increase blood flow, and it's an anti-inflammatory herb. Okay, it help with with healthy heart, and also your dental care. Okay, and many more. All right, so read that scripture right there.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
So that's not what I wanted, but the Most High would heal all things. You understand me? He said, don't hit the herb. It was given by God.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that's also a good scripture. All right, it says that you know, the Most High, and when you are sick, all right, the Most High is gonna heal you. You understand? Because the things the doctors used to use in the past, it said go. If you're sick, go to a physician, right? But what the physicians used to use to heal us?
They used herbs.
Okay then. Okay then. That's what they used. You know, the scripture say if you sick, go to the physician. You know, at the time when that was written, you know, what the physicians used to use to heal you is herbs. Is the herbs. All right, all these natural stuff that you see the sister got here, all the natural stuff, that's what they used to use to heal you. You understand? Today in society, Esau extract things from these herbs, and they come up with drugs to subside whatever sickness you might have or subdue it, but never to cure it. You know, but read on.
Sirach chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
So read that again.
The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
Out of what?
Out of the earth.
Out of the earth. You understand? All these herbs and stuff that you're reading about, you know, all these things you see we got here, it was created from the earth. You understand? The Most High God says what? We should not what?
And he that is wise will not abhor them.
If you are wise, you wouldn't hate it, man. You understand? We read about the female the female balancer, hormonal balancer, that balance a female hormone. The reason why, because usually if a woman eat healthy, she don't need to use this. You understand? If a woman eat healthy, she don't have to use a balancer, because the food she intake and the good food and so forth gonna make sure her hormonal balance is okay. But here in Babylon, you all ain't eating right. You know, so you are gonna need that extra thing to keep your hormone balance right. You know?
Like if someone contacts me and asks me a question, or if I have a product for a specific thing, I'll ask them first, are you drinking water? What kind of, you know, what type of diet do you have?
Okay.
You know, I'll ask them all that questions first, even if it comes to the hair. You know, if you're balding or whatever, you know, I need to know what's going on internally, because I can't just sell you a product.
Okay.
You know, it might be a quick fix that you could do on your own.
Right.
You know, you might not need this.
Okay.
You know, so it's really about what you put on the inside. And you could use this as preventative as well. If you're a tea drinker, I know a lot of people in the islands, we love our tea.
Yeah.
You know, we just drink it even if we don't have anything going on, just to
Just
prevent.
drink it.
Yeah, just drink it.
Drink some bay leaf. You know what I mean? But,
So-
so what's this right here?
This one is called Get Well Soon. And at the first sign of a cold or a stomach bug, you brew 2 cups daily. So this has peppermint, chickweed, elderflower, plantain leaf, echinacea, ginger, lemon peel, and elderberries in it. So this is for a cold
Okay, so this
or a
right here
stomach bug.
is for a cold or a stomach bug, and the things and them you mentioned here, this is all natural stuff. You know, this is nothing that got side effects or none of that. You know, ginger root, lemon peel, all these things is natural stuff. You understand me? So peppermint, chickweed, all these things is natural stuff. You understand? So if you get in a cold, you drink this, and you good. You understand? It's gonna help you with that cold. As I said, ooh, it smell good. The peppermint smell good in it. As I said, these things, brothers and sisters, a lot of time when you all feel you're coming on with a cold, you know what they do? Let me get some night flu. I drink some night flu. Listen, that
NyQuil and all that.
yeah, let me drink some NyQuil and see if I feel better. You know what I mean? But you wanna, as I said, these are the things our forefathers used. Scripture say, "He that the Most High created medicine from the earth." And if you wise, you're not gonna hate it. Because all these things you use, they tell you, when you look at these on the back of these capsules, they say, listen, if you can't use it more than a certain amount of time, it damage your liver. All these pills and so forth, it damage your liver, it damage your kidney. Why the hell I'm taking something for cold and it damaging my kidney? That's what they say that, man. Then you read the fine print, they say it could damage, it could liver problems.
Yeah.
You understand me? So as I said, it's up to you all. You know what I mean? But this is just using wisdom. If you use scripture, say, he that have wisdom will not despise this.
Right.
Okay, so now what's this right here?
I'm glad you picked that one up next. This is just the jar that I use. That's not honey. But my Lord would...
I smell garlic.
He would get like the flu at the turn of every fall to winter.
Right.
And it would get really, really bad. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why aren't I getting it? Why he's getting it? Found out he got his tonsils removed when he was a child. So that's your first line of defense. So that usually keeps the bacteria from entering your system. So he don't have that anymore. So I came up with this. Now, people have all different variations of this. But I keep this in the house. He takes this once a day, mainly in the wintertime. And he will not get the flu. So this is pretty much everything. This is a lot of ginger. This is honey. This is garlic. This is lemon. This is cloves. This is oregano. I didn't put the onion in it.
The onion is an antibiotic.
Yeah.
It's gonna cut through the cold if you got it. So if
Yes.
you're trying to prevent it, it's good. But
Right.
the onions is more antibiotic.
Yeah, the onions is one of the best things
Yeah.
to put in there. Cayenne pepper and a little black seed oil. So I want all of y'all to taste it.
Why cayenne pepper?
Cayenne pepper, that will cut through pretty much any mucus.
Yo, this man ain't no Benjamin. You know what cayenne pepper, Benjamin. You know what I mean? Yo, listen. Hey, let me tell you something. Yo, my wife, she was sick all week, man. She was sick, you understand? So, I make the little thing, same thing, I make it for she, and bam, so so it's subsiding and so forth. But you know what I do? I went, Thursday I went home and I make some fish broth, you understand? And I put enough cayenne pepper inside it, so now when she drink that fish broth, right? I don't know, for Judah that listening, fish broth is like fish tea. You make the fish like soup, but you use the fish. You understand? So with a little green figs and potato and stuff like that. And I put all type of natural seasoning inside it. I don't use Goya and none of that crap. I use natural seasoning when I
and the Maggi
green season. So so when I make that soup there and she drink that, the following day she was good. You know what I mean? Because the cayenne pepper, when she drink that, she just starts sweating.
Yeah.
You understand me? She drink that hot soup, she just starts sweating like crazy, and the following day she was good. But it just cut through the coal, the cayenne pepper. It cut through the coal, and cayenne pepper is very good for you for your body. Period. Cayenne
it increases your circulation and your blood flow.
Right. Cayenne, so you all don't scare of the cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is good for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So I bought spoons for y'all, so I would like for y'all to try it.
Well, I know that I don't know about this dude right here, Simi. You know what I mean? I don't know about this dude right here.
Who's going to be the brave soul?
You want to expound on the Black Sea oil and where you got it from?
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
everybody, come on. Let's go. You too, DJ.
DJ, chai.
Thank you.
I see you back there.
Yo, Ezra, don't run in her. Yo, I accustomed to them things, so I it don't really think for me.
This is good.
So
it don't supposed to taste good, man.
I call this the.
I'm saying as far as potent, like.
Okay.
I call this the real flu shot. This is the real flu shot.
Damn.
Yep, and the thing with the garlic also build up your immune system.
Yeah.
And all of that. So once you eating right and thing, well, you can't handle it.
So once a day. Oh, so I'll teach sisters how to make this for themselves. This is not something I sell.
Okay.
So sisters will call and I tell them what to get, and then we'll either do it via Skype or.
Okay. So yo, this is the natural flu shot. You understand? This is the real thing to prevent the flu.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.